lawsuit coming with Jay.
Yeah.
The part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
That
had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged.
It's the baby that boss. Like, I hate you, man. I'm unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year.
There is a lot of excitement on the streets because it seems like 50 Cent is still pursuing Diddy and Jay-Z. Maybe this time he just dropped receipts that would have shaken the table. 50 has been out there for weeks calling out everyone who didn't speak up while Diddy was allegedly acting inappropriately behind the scenes. 50 stated, "Nope, not." In spite of certain celebrities' attempts to act as though they were unaware of what was happening, he is claiming that Hov knew he had assisted in the cover-up. To be clear, he began mentioning Jay-Z and revealing more receipts after 50. Without any announcements, events, or paparazzi, Jay-Z vanished from the public eye. He is acting distant, and many are starting to wonder if the pressure is getting to him, because if 50's claims are true, Jay was assisting Diddy in hiding all of that serious stuff out here. This might be even more severe than we first thought. Does Jay-Z really have a secret, or is 50 Cent exposing more than expected? There are an increasing number of charges being made as Diddy's trial heats up. In the courtroom, Cassie is giving testimony and dropping bombshells about what truly transpired behind those closed doors. And you are all among the most as a result. Of the arrests, charges, and litigation that have surrounded this case, some of Diddy's supposed close friends have remained silent. This is where things get tricky. One male escort gave unsettling evidence, claiming that Diddy had pressured him into doing certain things to Cassie during one of those alleged events. Not a message, not a statement, and as everyone knows, Diddy and Jay-Z have been close for a long time. They've done business together, called each other brothers, and of course had that infamous billionaire brunch where they showed off their power and influence.
As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire's lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
He was gonna blow up his car allegedly, and
Cent isn't having any of it. Jay-Z is acting as if he doesn't know anything and has no support, remarks, or shade now that Diddy is under fire. He simply went viral and posted old videos of Diddy and Jay embracing while commenting, "Friends, ultimately, Jay, you remain there. We damaged Kid Cudi's vehicle to show him who is in charge." He mentioned the long-running rumor that Diddy sent a message by damaging Kid Cudi's vehicle. Many people have been claiming for years that Jay-Z was involved, even helping Diddy recruit the muscle to carry it out. Currently, everything is coming back to haunt them, but apart from aiding Diddy in keeping the Kid Cudi issue under wraps, Jay is also charged with assisting in the concealment of other troubling secrets, including Kathy White's purported plan to come forward and disclose her affair. Guess who was there to handle it? She left before she could say anything, reportedly with Jay-Z. At least, that's what the rumor is saying.
His true killer is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Do you recall Uncle Ron, the bodyguard that Jay-Z once had? They say he died of pneumonia, but nobody believes that, especially since Uncle Ron was about to make shocking claims to the public. He even asserted that he had received offers of money to stay quiet from Diddy and Jay-Z Little Biggie. You are all aware that for years, there has been a conspiracy theory that Diddy had Biggie harmed and continued profiting off his legacy. Uncle Ron died suddenly from an unusual pneumonia just as he was about to report to the authorities, which is more likely a cover-up than a coincidence.
Really looking into what happened to Uncle Ron. Why is nobody talking about the email that was sent to Tough News that stated allegedly Kathy White and Kim Porter were
and the list is endless, people. In addition, Jaguar Wright criticized Diddy and Jay, saying for months that they are complicit in a major disaster. She even brought up Kim Porter, who reportedly authored a book in which she revealed all of her knowledge about Diddy but passed away before it was released. Jay is also said to have helped conceal that. Al B, sure, who inexplicably went into a coma, will be the next to go, along with Heavy D. Since his return, Al B sure has publicly stated that he is ready to testify against Diddy since he supposedly had crucial knowledge on what truly happened to Kim Porter and who helped to keep it a secret. One name is resonating across the streets. Jay-Z.
Oh, correct. Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed. Okay. So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to?
Let's just be honest for a second. It was considered that Kanye West was exaggerating when he said that Jay-Z had serious connections. But now that I think about it, it appears like he might have been telling the truth.
The way about Jay-Z, and he went up on that stage right before he got hospitalized years ago when he was on tour, and he says, Jay-Z wanted...
Honestly, we shouldn't be surprised that Jay-Z is associated with Diddy in any of this, considering Jay was recently defending himself against a horrible lawsuit. Diddy was supposedly present when he allegedly had an affair with a 13-year-old girl, as you may remember from court records and allegations. According to the account, they both harmed her jointly, although it's unclear. People think that Jay-Z used his influence and power to coerce the victim behind closed doors, had the whole thing swept up and tossed aside as if it had never happened, and intimidated her. But at the moment, it seems like the phrase "birds of a feather" is true. These individuals had spent years in the same troubling circles.
By rappers Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs when she was 13.
Though Jay-Z made an effort to seem indifferent, such as by coming to the Mufasa, the Lion King premiere with Blue Ivy, 50 Cent was not going to ignore that either. 50 got on the internet and ridiculed him again, writing, "Jay said they said I did something to a kid. Get dressed, everyone. We're going to see Mufasa, haha." Like 50 isn't subtle or has a filter. He's not just through his trolling. He exposes your alleged hypocrisy and your supposed involvement with young individuals. Not to be overlooked are the Foxy Brown allegations. Jay-Z has a contentious background as well. Because of the age gap and pressure from the industry, the relationship was always tense, and Jay-Z is accused of taking advantage of her when she was still a minor. When the story started to spread, she was barely of legal age, if she was at all.
Allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right. I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce.
Hey, additionally, since we're on the timeline train, let's talk about Beyonce, because if you really sit down and figure it out, Jay started dating her when she was supposedly still an adolescent. The math doesn't match, the media likes to claim, affirm that she was of legal age, but the dates have been unclear. And again, no one wants to bring it up because it involves Beyonce and Jay-Z. But we have to talk about it.
I mean, a lot of people think, yes, these two are together. What's going on?
Now let's look at Premier Satterthwaite's argument. Jay-Z's alleged hidden son, Rymir, has been trying to get a DNA test from Jay for years, but every time Ry comes to offer evidence, Jay constantly sidesteps the topic as though his life depended on it. Ry's mother was just 16 when Jay-Z reportedly had a relationship with her if the DNA test comes back positive. For this reason, the records are abruptly damaged or sealed.
Me that when he found out that she was with child.
Moreover, the list appears to be growing all the time. How many warning signs are necessary? Notwithstanding reports of R. Kelly's disturbing behavior, let's go back in time to Jay and Kelly's connection. Jay-Z completed an album and tour with Kelly. It was widely known that he had married Aaliyah when she was 15. This caused a big rift with Dame Dash, who wasn't at all about it. I guess Jay, though, didn't appear to worry about morals.
Yeah, when Jay did a project with R. Kelly, knowing that he had raped Aaliyah.
This is where a now-deleted interview with Piers Morgan gets pretty messy. And now consider the business he has maintained. Jay-Z consistently emerges clean despite similar claims against Diddy and R. Kelly. Jaguar Wright made a startling admission after years of criticizing the industry. Jay-Z was the true inspiration. Behind the Me Too movement, she claimed that Jay-Z paid for part of it and even pressured some of the women to come forward, burying R. Kelly and protecting his own name more than necessarily seeking justice. Put differently, she asserted that Jay covered for Kelly so he might avoid punishment even if he had secrets.
Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign.
And that was all funded by Sean Carter.
Despite everything we just revealed, some people will still come out here and say things like, oh, 50 Cent is just bitter. He's upset. He's mad he isn't in the real world. And the more 50 Cent prods and investigates, the more things that come up. So let's keep it peaceful. Jay-Z's name is all over this, which for the time being sounds like a real-life scandal web. The billionaire. Boys Club. Okay, but we all know that 50 doesn't have love for Diddy. Let's face it, it's hardly even up for debate, and it all started years ago when Diddy allegedly tried to claim his new associate by taking 50 shopping like a mentor. 50 was not receptive to Diddy's approach and said that he was getting too familiar. Indeed, he said he almost reacted.
What you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, you take me there.
Every time Diddy has been in the headlines since, whether it's a party, a scandal, or an FBI raid, 50 has been there with a bold Instagram post, a meme, or a whole video mocking him. Even after the federal government raided Diddy's properties, Diddy's own kid decided to take shots at 50 instead of backing off, and he has been calling him out relentlessly like clockwork. Let's be clear, these individuals are not on good terms. Never have been, and never will be. Their petty behavior is exacerbated when 50 and Jay-Z are involved. Let's not forget the Super Bowl controversy. Remember the halftime show that featured Dr. Dre, Snoop, and Kendrick? The NFL's head of music, Jay-Z, allegedly tried to keep 50 Cent off the stage, claiming that the NFL had a problem with 50 and that he wasn't a good fit. Let's just say that Jay was being unkind and clearly dismissive. When the chance to exclude him came up, Jay took it since he didn't like that 50 could call him out and still succeed.
They were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, I don't.
50 continues to perform as a clown nowadays. During the Renaissance tour, a press article arose stating that Beyoncé's ticket sales were not as high as they once were. Unable to resist, 50 took to Instagram and shared a screenshot of the headline along with the remark, "It's getting real out here. Hey, the tickets aren't selling, and guess what's even messier?" On Twitter, Jay-Z has not responded, clapped back, defended Beyoncé, or even posted a joke. The issue is, a week after the Diddy trial started, Jay-Z is not present, not even for a picture, while testimonies are being given and names are being dropped in court. People are starting to think that Jay might have really gone into hiding, not just lying low, but completely out of the public eye, because, let's be honest, it will look bad if additional victims come forward and Jay's name becomes involved in this RICO-style nightmare. According to some reports, Jay might even be preparing to flee to a country without extradition regulations. 50 Cent isn't just stirring the pot when he posts clowns and leaks. He's expressing what the public already believes, which is that people have been supporting Jay-Z for years and are curious about how he avoids all these bullets while being so close to people who have fallen hard for it. Whether he is subpoenaed to testify is still up in the air, but the rumors are already circulating. Reports about Foxy Beyoncé's chronology. We knew that Reimer's paternity issue wasn't right. Therefore, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Jay-Z is genuinely concealing something? Is Kanye telling the truth when he says Jay had killers, now that everything makes sense? Do you believe that 50 Cent is truly exposing people? Or is this all just old grudges and retaliation? So you don't miss a second of what's to come. Let's continue the discussion by sharing your thoughts in the space provided below.